What up, and welcome to the sewer. I'm the Rat, and this is an enemy showcase for the Temple Woods and Bramblemead Village. We're only going to do open world monsters. Vaults are going to be their own thing. Let's get started. Alright, so we're going to be starting off with the Kebbit. Kebbit is one of the first combat encounters for new players. They have 30 hit points and only one attack, which you can see here. They're not very dangerous, but they are aggressive if you stand too close. Dropping one coarse animal fur with a 50% chance to drop one animal hide scraps. Alright, so next up we have the chicken. The chicken deals a bit less damage than the Kebbit, with only 20 hit points as well as one standard attack. Interestingly, they will stop attacking if you don't fight back, dropping raw bird meat, an egg, and 2 to 3 feathers. It's worth noting that chickens are sometimes aggressive outside of Temple Woods. Alright, so next up on the list we have the cow. They're going to be aggressive if you stand too close, and they're sitting on a hefty 60 HP, hitting unarmed players for over 30 damage. Only one standard attack, which gives minor pushback when it hits, dropping 2 to 3 raw farm meat, 2 to 3 animal hide, 2 to 4 animal bones, and occasionally dropping 2 weeds. Alright, this one's going to be a little bit of an honorable mention. This is the magpie. They're going to be 1 HP, non-aggressive birds that drop 1 to 2 feathers. I'd imagine many players were unaware you could even kill these. They scare easy and they fly off fast. Alright, so this is the deer. They're non-aggressive and flee from players who are within 40 meters, going up to 50 meters should the player damage another monster. They drop 1 raw game meat, 1 antler, 1 to 2 animal hide, and 2 animal bones with only 40 HP. Alright, now we're finally moving on to the goblins. Teased in the last clip, here he is. With only one standard attack, the 60 HP matching the cow, the goblin runt is an aggressive green meanie who drops 1 goblin pack. Inside the pack, you might find 5 to 10 random runes, or 1 to 2 wheat seeds, and if you're lucky, you might even get a weak healing potion. The Goblin Archer. With 60 hit points and inaccurate shots, you might think these goblins are cross-eyed and drunk. If hit, there's similar pushback to the cow, dropping 1 goblin pack, which contains 5 to 10 random runes, or 1 to 2 wheat seeds, and if you're lucky, you might even get a weak healing potion. Alright, so up next we've got the Goblin Warrior. Boasting 70 HP, they're the healthiest monster on the list so far. With a dodge mechanic, they're also a little bit slippery, dropping 1 goblin pack and 1 in 50 chance for the vestige, a cruel goblin blade, which when learned unlocks the goblin swing slash, a power level 2 one-handed axe. Alright, now we're on to the big boy, the Goblin Bruiser. If you thought 70 hit points and dodge mechanics were going to be a big threat, you're mistaken. The Goblin Bruiser boasts 90 hit points, a small wooden shield, and the dodge mechanics. As well, when he does swing, he can do a very slow 2-hit combo, dropping 1 goblin pack and the same 1 in 50 chance at the vestige, cruel goblin blade. Alright, we saved the best for last. The Giant Rat. With 50 HP and 1 fast standard attack, dropping 1 raw rat meat and 1 coarse animal fur, 1 animal hide scraps, and 1 small animal fang.